Welcome to another Petersburg By Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to Petersburg By Night, where we are a massive multiplayer TTRPG set in the world of darkness, located predominantly in-game in St. Petersburg, Florida. You can find us on all socials at hashtag Petersburg By Night, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, X, Insta, we're everywhere. We predominantly play Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse, and Hunter the Reckoning. Check us out on Discord, come join the fun. Got tables running at all different hours, and be great to see you there. Tonight, we're heading over to predominantly quiet Sarasota, North Bradenton area, on the banks of the Manatee River, overlooking to one side the Bay of Tampa, like the lovely Tampa Bay, the other side out to the Gulf. We are going to come pondering on to our lovely recent arrival, Nick. Nick has been slowly settling into the area, probably shopping for a few random knickknacks for his new apartment, and just getting a feel for the place. Now, you mentioned something about wanting to go shopping, Nick? Summer clothes?
Yeah, I mean, he just moved down here. He's from Virginia. He's not used to Florida. He's got to get a whole new wardrobe.
So, I'm going to take a guess, get up in the morning. What's the morning going to look like? Is he going to grab a coffee, go shopping? What's he doing?
He would probably, that's actually probably one of the things he's going to buy. He's only been here a couple of weeks. He probably doesn't have a coffee pot yet.
Yeah.
So that's probably, he's like, well, got to make a run to the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll get up, get ready, make himself look presentable, and head to, big department stores, stuff like that. Maybe a thrift store or two, see if you can find something secondhand.
Easy done. So you spend the day shopping, probably around maybe 1 or 2 o'clock. It's sort of like it's hitting There's good shopping, but then there's like you've had enough. So about 1, 2
Right.
o'clock, ponder back to your apartment, maybe dump a few things off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, this is also sort of a way for him to get acclimated to the city,
Yeah,
because not
of course.
everything's all in one place, so it's forcing him to drive around and kind of get a lay of the city.
All right, can you please give me just a composure drive, please? I just want to see how you go. Can you get a park? I mean, I know it's a bit of a silly thing, but I want to see how you go with traversing the streets, finding your way around, finding everything you're after.
You said composure and drive?
I want a composure and drive because I've seen the traffic in Bradenton. You need to be composed to travel in it.
Isn't that just like Florida as a whole?
Look, some areas are better than others, but yeah, North Bradenton is very much because of so many things that have happening there. It's a bit chaotic.
Hmm. One success, and we're going to leave it at that.
It definitely takes you a bit longer. You had to sort of bypass a traffic jam. There was an accident on one of the motorways. um, it's actually closer to 3 o'clock by the time you get back. Having dealing with parking and just oh my goodness, the shops post holidays. It's still that weird sort of post Christmas holiday vibes kicking around at the moment. So probably by about 2, 3 o'clock, you get back, starting to maybe put your stuff away, and you get a message from Jack.
I'm assuming like a text
Just a
message.
text message, because I don't know if you've
Okay.
set up an answering machine or anything else at this point in time. So
I would imagine Jack would know he could just call.
he's going to send a message, just been, hey, checking in, how's settling in going? Call me when you're ready.
He's going to kind of furrow his eyebrow and look suspiciously at that. And he's going to just immediately, like, grab a headphone so he can do things while he's talking and call him.
Not a problem. It probably rings 2 or 3 times, and then Jack's familiar voice answers, says, hey, how's it going, Nick?
Doing good, here in Florida, which seems like you already knew that.
Look, are you surprised anymore?
Honestly, no.
You did sort of mention you were going on holidays.
Did you, like, track me or something? Don't answer that. I don't really want to know the answer to that.
Probably good.
Yeah.
So, what you up to anyway?
First couple of days here, stumbled into some things. It was interesting. There's a real interesting lot down here in Florida.
Do you understand the meaning of the word holiday, Nick? Holiday.
You've known me how long?
Uh-huh.
You know I don't know what the word holiday means. Vacation, never heard of her.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Are you at least getting some form of sunshine down there? It's a hell of a lot more than there has been up here.
Yeah, it's pretty sunny. I go out for walks.
Well, you deserve that at least.
Yeah. We'll be in touch. We'll see how this thing goes. Like I said, interesting cast of characters.
Yeah. Yeah. While you're down there, can you do me a small favor?
Sure.
Just keep your eyes peeled for any activity that we're sort of used to dealing with. I've heard a bit of word. There's a few packs down there.
Interesting. Okay, we'll definitely keep an eye out.
Yeah. And I don't know what's going on right down south, but don't go near it. It sounds like there's absolute chaos happening down further.
How far south?
How far south are you?
I'm northish of Sarasota.
Don't go south.
Okay, understood.
Few too many people are a bit too trigger happy down there at the moment.
Noted.
No,
I'll
otherwise,
make sure to let the others know.
Well, keep me posted. Let me know if there's anything you need help with.
Of course, I'm more than happy to do that, and thanks for checking in on me.
Not a problem. Keep in touch, yeah?
Absolutely.
I want to whip an inside out of you, please.
Four.
Jack doesn't normally check in. He knows you can handle yourself. Or the few times he does check in, it's a quick call, says hi. You're alive? Cool. He didn't tell you about a job, but he told you about things happening. Something to be mindful of. It's a bit odd.
Yeah. He's gonna disconnect the call and get ready to go to the safe house.
As you start to get yourself organised to head over to the Bishop Museum. Victor, it's about this time of day you're starting to finish up work at the Orange Blossom. Sort of doing your afternoon clean-up, everything. And you were... You remember that you'd organised at some point to maybe catch up with Nick. So, is there anything you're going to do in between work and maybe heading to the museum?
Do Nick ask for peculiar coffee? A brand or something like that that he likes?
I don't think Nick has divulged his taste, and whether he's a tea drinker or a coffee drinker, it hasn't come up.
He did drink coffee and put on a pot of coffee, but he never mentioned anything about details.
Okay, so I'm going to grab coffee for both of us. I don't know how many people are going to be in the cell, so and it's going to be really it's going to be not cheap if I'm going to start bringing coffee for 8 people.
I think that your manager would start to give you a bit of an odd look if you expected to walk out with 5 free coffees every day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing coffee for me and him.
Yep. So you guys would probably end up arriving about a similar time.
Okay.
About 3:30ish. By the time you both sort of meet each other at the doors as you head on in.
Oh, hey, Victor.
Nicholas, after you.
Oh, thank you. And Nicholas, doing the gentlemanly thing, grabs the door because he's got 2 coffees in his hand. Lets him go first.
Thank you. He's going to go.
Nicholas is going to look as he follows him behind him. Must have been a rough day. You grabbed 2?
Yeah, if I don't know how many people were in the cell right now. So, I'm going to push open the door and just coming like that with the coffees. And the second thing, my manager is starting to have suspicions.
I mean, we have the coffee pot. I mean, I suppose if people want more fancy coffee, I can buy an espresso maker. They're not that expensive.
I guess so. Is anyone in the cell right now?
There's
Or just
nobody
us?
else in the back room at the moment. It's just you two. So you walk
Well,
in. It appears a little bit cleaner and tidier than normal, Victor. Looks like somebody maybe dusted. Actually looks almost put together and tidy. The floors have been mopped. It looks clean. So
that's weird.
it is definitely a little bit odd. So yeah, you guys have the place to yourselves this evening or this afternoon. It appears.
Okay. So I'm going to put the coffee on the table and grabbing a chair. I'm going to lean on it, like not actually sit on the chair, but putting the chair backwards to have how to say the chair in reverse, basically, towards the and to lean on it,
Yes.
basically.
Yes. So you're sitting backwards on the chair, sort of leaning on the backrest of it with your arms.
Yeah.
So what's the purpose of meeting up this evening or this afternoon?
Well, I wanted to ask you a few questions, especially if.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know I'm really new at this job, but if we are going to face more La Celestina or more things like that, I should know more, I think. I don't know much, and I'm way out of my league, especially into vampires, you said? I've bought some garlic, but not sure it's going to work.
I mean, the garlic's a great place to start. And is it like a necklace of garlic? Is it a clove of garlic?
It's just a bag.
It's just a bag
For
of
now.
garlic.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nick is gonna grab the bag, open it, grab a few out, and start placing them sporadically around the safe house.
Yep.
It's really working. It's not a joke.
I don't know. We'll find out at the same time, I guess. I just
thought
know
you knew
the.
about this.
I mean, storyteller.
Give me an intelligence and occult, Nicholas.
Okay.
You beat me to it.
I'm spending a willpower on that.
Understood?
2.
Garlic is well known in many different folklore around the world as being potentially protective. So, theoretically, whether it protects against vampires, spirits, I don't know, people with toothbrushes, it could be a thing. Might be helpful either way.
I mean, the folklore indicates that there is probably something to it, I guess, but we'll have to see in practice. Never really. Just because I know the things exist doesn't necessarily mean I'm an expert.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm maybe put too much pressure on, I guess. I'm just worried that I want to know more because it's important for me, especially if I'm continuing this job.
Knowledge comes with time. The brain works better that way. It's a little more able to absorb better instead of trying to cram a whole bunch of information at once. He's gonna walk over to the bookcase with the books that he has, And specifically looking for specific books on like different monster things or things that are like beginner friendly occult
So you're
books.
looking for a cult for dummies, essentially?
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I'm not even going to make you roll for that. You know this library well. You curated it. You are the one that has curated this entire library over the last couple decades. Um, you find a book that talks about European mythology because a majority of European mythology itself will have different mentions of different supernatural beings. So, do you sit down with Victor and sort of talk with him through it? Do you work with him to help him learn?
He would hand the book to Victor and leave that choice up to Victor and kind of here and he sits down with the coffee, one of the coffees that he got, and he's just gonna sit there and answer questions as things come up
Yeah.
for Victor. So really kind of putting the ball in Victor's court, so to speak.
Yeah.
He's going to actually talk a little bit about the book and the folklore about this thing, but he's going to lean and ask very specific questions as well. Like he's going, storyteller is going to refer as what he saw on the accident, on the markings on the body, for the crime scene, basically he saw.
Yep.
But he's trying to make that not super obvious. Is a bit like he's going to try to hide that a little bit, but the answer is more important than hiding it, basically.
Okay, so I'm going to get you to give me a charisma and subterfuge, please.
Thank you.
Because you're not going out of your way to particularly hide it, but you're not trying to make it obvious where it came from. So charisma and subterfuge.
Yeah. I want answers. I just don't want
Yeah.
Do I get a wits insight?
Yes, you do.
No, it isn't. It is 0 success. No.
Well, we'll just see because we don't know what Nick's gonna roll. If Nick rolls a 0 as well, that's gonna be interesting. But I can't see it.
Don't roll. Don't roll. Willpower for that, please.
2.
Victor's trying his best, but he starts talking to you about details of wounds on bodies that are too detailed to just be from a fairy story somewhere. Starts talking about even to almost like he's attempting to connect past to the current or the more recent that they went through with La Celestina. It's like, would this, drain the bodies of everything he's saying? He's very, very much trying to get answers or learn an understanding of the supernatural, but most likely for a personal reason. There is personal experience there. It is up to you, Nicholas, whether you want to call that out or you want to just let it ride and just be helpful and just teach him.
Nicholas is going to look at Victor softly, not aggressively. There are many different things that bring people to the hunt, as I've heard it called. Your reasons are your own, and I'm not going to pry unless you really want to tell me. So, if you ever need someone to vent about things, I'll be around.
Thank you. Yes.
Now, to answer Victor's questions that he was asking.
Yeah.
Do I need another intercult?
I'm not going to make you roll an intercult on these because some of them Some of them you have heard of in the outskirts sort of cleaning jobs that you've done. You haven't really seen them, but there's a good chance that what he's describing was something supernatural. The description is not clear enough to tell you whether it is werewolf, vampire, something else, but it doesn't sound... No, it sounds more like a case that you've heard of. So...
if you don't mind me asking, Victor, where are you from?
Oh, I'm not from around here. I'm way far from, really far from. When I was a kid, I was living in Montana, actually.
Does that connect some dots for him? For Nicola?
Potentially. But what I am going to do is we're going to leave it there, in the sense that you guys are welcome to spend the next hour or two chatting, learning more about, talking through maybe different bits in the book, pointing out potentials in the actual book that you've pulled off the shelf for Victor. We're going to call it a cult for dummies, for lack of a better name right now. It does work, I like it. And it does exist, believe it or not. Google it, it's kind of an interesting book. But we're going to cross over to Emery. Emery, it's a couple of days, so it's probably, I don't know, a Thursday or Friday after the last time you all met up. And you had a project you wanted to work on.
See.
So you have looked around, found yourself a blacksmith in Ellington, just across the river. Are you going to, what's your morning going to be? Are you going to be heading over there in the morning, afternoon? How are you going to play this out?
So what I'm going to do is, before I leave the Airbnb, I'm going to discreetly unplug the coffee machine, so Ella has just a little bit of a grumpy day. And then I will make my way out. I will be taking her car.
So you are going to head out, unplugging the coffee machine and taking Ella's car.
Yep.
Okay. Ella, can you give me a wits and awareness, please? And it will be with your penalty, because it will be as you are waking up.
How much is that penalty?
The floor, I believe, is it a 2-dot floor or a 1-dot floor?
It's a 1-dot floor.
So you're going to take 1 dice off your pool, please. For
Okay.
wits and awareness. I just want to find out if you hear the car start up. That's all.
Okay. Three.
You are rumbled from the sort of last little bits of your sleep as you hear your car start and pull out of the driveway.
He's gonna make some very aggressive, with some curse words thrown in there. She's gonna kill her later.
You're gonna look out the window and you see your sister driving off in your car. Probably giving you a little wave as she goes.
Finger goes up.
So, Emery, after your little joyful sibling shenanigans, just gotta put that last little dig in there for the morning. You head on over to Ellington. to the blacksmithy, where you are met there by a gentleman by the name of Rob. Probably only about 5'5", sort of more of a sturdier sort of gentleman. Not a long beard, just like sort of nice, neatly kept. Long beards and blacksmithing doesn't go very well together. Tends to be a bit patchy at times. Probably in his mid to late 50s, but very friendly, kind eyes. And he sort of greets you at the door and puts his hand out to shake your hand, and yeah.
I return with a firm shake.
It's like shaking hands with a tree trunk. It is a firm, strong grip. So you're the one I spoke to on the phone. He sort of gives you a look up and down.
Yeah, that's me.
Not what I expected to see. Yeah,
I get that a lot.
Yeah. You know your way around a smithy?
Fairly.
Alright, I'm curious to see what you got. He unlocks, opens it up. The forge is already lit. It's more of a modern one, but he's lit it and warmed it up for you. Again, it's more of a modern day forge rather than an old bellows fire. And he sort of steps back, crosses his arms, bit of a firm stance, and leans against the wall and goes, "I'll only step in if I think you need the help, love. Off you go." You've seen older gentlemen like this before. You saw it in the army with some of the older officers looking at you and wanting you to prove that you are who you say you are. It's not something you're unfamiliar with. So he's going to step back and give you the run of the forge. So I'm going to need you, please, to make me a couple of dex and craft rolls.
Does my specialty apply?
100% weaponsmithing, yes. So how many of them are you making?
Excuse me. One for each hunter, including myself.
So you're making 5 of the items?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I need 5 rolls, please.
Okay. I'm gonna use a willpower for the first one, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Much better.
First total?
First one is 7 successes.
You work your way through the first piece, and Rob's watching, and you see the eyebrows definitely do the whole, oh! Genuinely surprised at the level of work that came through. Alright, the other 4 rolls, please. He's gone from being skeptical to curious now.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That one did have a crit. I
Okay.
apologize. Didn't see that. Oh, I'm gonna use a willpower for that one too. Okay, that one is only 2 successes.
That one gets him a bit of a chuckle. Got a bit nervous. I'm watching a bit too much, am I?
You wish.
Alright.
How much? Yeah, I'm gonna use it again. Okay, first success is on the next.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That was only 3. I need 2 more.
Now, what Emery is actually making is a set of knuckle dusters that essentially have a switchblade that come off them. They are an item that is readily available in certain areas. But she's decided to put a personal spin on them for the sale.
The next one has 3 successes.
Yep. And one
And
more.
then the last one. 5 successes.
With the experience you had, you only needed 2 successes for it to be functional. But the one that you have at 2 successes is just functional. It's a bit rough around the edges. You can see where the metal escaped the cast a little bit. It takes a bit more work to sort of file it down. It's not as sturdy or as smooth as the other 4. That first one was immaculate. That is immaculate. That is pristine. And after the full day of sort of, smelting, pouring the metal into the mold you had to craft up, and then fixing all of the pieces together as they cooled and annealed and hardened. Please no one yell at me in the comments. I don't know that much about blacksmithing or metalwork. Please no one yell at me in the comment section. I'm sure I'll hear it anyway. You walk out of there that day with 5 raw, unpainted, unfinished. It is late. It's about 6:30 by this point as you walk out of there. But yes, you have very successfully... Rob sort of looks over me with a bit of a keen eye and a learned eye. He knows what he's on. Look, I can see where you got nervous and getting a feel for the place, but he holds up the second one. He goes, "What's this one then if it's not nerves?"
Mere mistake.
Fair enough, young one. That's all right. He sort of looks at you and goes, "You're not bad though. If you ever need any work, give me a yell. We do classes here.
Noted. Thank you.
Do with someone who can form up a good mold and maybe give a hand with some of the newer smiths."
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Not a problem. The day did cost you $8,000 because you had the forge to yourself and all of the materials.
Yeah, sure.
So, mark down that you've paid $8,000 to them. That's gone. Not that that really makes a bit of a much of a dent. In...
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so at the end of that evening you can get back to the Airbnb. And are you going to swing by and pick up any paint, or what's the plan for
I
that?
I will swing around and get some paint.
That's easily done. And over the next couple of days before you guys all meet up, I'll get back to Ella in a second before you get home, but over the next couple of days you can very easily paint them up the colours that you mentioned to me already. I just need to know at some point, please. I need you to let me know who gets which one.
Will do.
Awesome. Ella, what a morning. Woken up, car's gone. Gotta walk out. Coffee machine's unplugged. So the automatic timer that you had to go off so you woke up to the amazing smell of coffee did not happen. So not only is the car gone, but now you gotta wait for your coffee. And you got woken up early by this crap.
Ella might just slap her sister if she doesn't get her coffee. soon.
You're able to brew the coffee. That's not a big deal.
Okay.
However, you do have a meeting with Lana this morning at like
Does.
11 o'clock. With Lana Anders, your boss. So,
Mhm.
how are you going to get to work today, Ella? You going to make the hour walk to the office? Call an Uber? What are you going to do?
Guess I'm calling an Uber.
You rustle around the apartment, find some cash that Emery left floating around.
He allows me to have some money.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
some
how would
money.
I live?
Yeah. So either way. So you call an Uber. Siblings. Aren't they great? You end up being about 20 minutes late for your meeting. So you pull up in
Yeah,
front
but
of the
Lana
office.
likes me.
Yeah, you pull up in front of the office. And you walk in. It's pretty bare bones sort of a style office. It's not very flash. It's got what's needed, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's probably a calendar on the wall, just some sort of random local one. And Lana sort of kicked back at her desk, one foot up on the bench, on the desk itself, flicking through some files. She looks up, looks at you. Good morning, huh? Glad you can make it,
Yeah.
sleepyhead.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful morning. My sister took my car.
M took your car?
Don't laugh at me.
Oh, come on, you gotta admit that's funny.
That's not funny. And then she unplugged my coffee maker.
I haven't heard any reports of murder. Are you okay?
Because I haven't found her yet.
So that's what we're doing today. All right. Hold on, just sit tight, sweetheart. Hold on, I got you. And she's gonna hop up from her chair, turn around. There's a coffee machine in the office. It's got to be had. Ella works there. There has to be a coffee machine. And Lana has stocked it with Ella's favorite blend. Extra strength.
Yes.
And it is to perfection, exactly the way Ella likes it. Turns around, hands it over, and just... That should put a smile back on that gorgeous face of yours.
There we go. I knew I liked you.
I hope you like me for more than just my coffee. Otherwise it's a bit awkward, huh?
It would be. You know I like you for more than just your coffee, though.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
She'll turn around and look. Anyway. So what do I owe the absolute pleasure of having you in the office today? Usually you're out and about.
I am, and I just wanted to check in, see if you had anything, up my alley.
I don't know about up your alley. We've got some young absolute moron that I'm trying to find for a rather apparent rich benefactor.
Define rich.
They're doubling my fee.
She knows what Lana's usual fee is. How much is it?
And a usual fee just to locate somebody, if it's an easy job, it's anywhere between 5 to 10 grand. She
They
takes
do
on the
what?
cases that people sort of go, yeah, I'm not touching that. She likes the tricky ones. She likes to have fun with them.
They're doubling it?
They didn't even bat an eyelash. It was kind of bizarre, actually. It's some young socialite. His daddy's looking for him anyway. So I've got to go play nightclubber. Up around the St. Pete area. I've actually got to head over to the island. Peninsula,
Oh.
whatever they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, saying you don't want to take it?
Oh no, I'm taking the job. It's too easy.
Exactly.
Walk into a nightclub, cuff the little turd and leave. What's he gonna fucking do? Fight back or drag his ass out?
Yeah, exactly.
Worst thing that's gonna happen is security's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna show him my credentials, tell him to fuck off, and deal with it. Everyone's been too scared to go near him.
What do you mean too scared?
Look, the last 3 people they sent after him sort of ended up with broken legs. Little shit knows how to fight.
Broken legs?
Yeah, he knows how
Lana,
to
broken
fight.
legs?
Yeah, they're not me. They don't know what they're doing. Come on, I'll be fine.
Lana, I know they're doubling your fee, but I don't think you should do this one alone.
I'm not doing it alone. I've got another freelancer coming with me.
And who the fuck is that? And why are they not me?
The freelancer that's coming with me is unfortunately part of the deal.
They're part of the deal?
Uh-huh. They know the target.
And
They're the one that's been dealing with him. It's the one that didn't get their legs broken. I'm there as backup, apparently.
oh. And what if I'm there as backup for you?
I'ma call Emery and get her to come pick your ass up.
Emery has my car, so...
Exactly, so she can come pick your ass up. Look, I get it. This is a job that I'm doing for some people I sometimes do some work for that I kind of don't bring anyone else into, okay? I need you to trust me on this one. You don't want to be chasing Harris with me, okay?
Harris, huh? Harris who?
That's all you need to know, love. She'll be right. Look, think about where we're going to be able to go with 10k in the back pocket.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. It's really cute little
What if I
villas just up around the bay. Little private ones with their
There
own
is.
beach.
What if I just happen to be up in the St. Pete area, you know, just in case something goes down?
She's going to pull a cable tie from the pouch at her belt. One of the big thick ones that they use to bring in bounties when they won't come willingly. She's going to look at you and go, and one of these will be used and not in the way you like it. Okay?
Okay.
Look, Ella, I understand, but I've been doing this for longer. I know what I'm doing.
I know you know what you're doing. I still don't like the idea of 3 of us have already come out with broken legs.
Oh, no. What's this us business? They're nowhere in our league. It's the little piddlies that they send to do the easy jobs. They send you know the guys they send to bring in like the 20 or the 30, 40 kilo crack whores? To pick them up, throw them over your shoulder, walk in? You know, not those guys. They're the ones that, you know, the broken legs. They sent the easy ones in. I'm going in with someone who knows the business. I've done a job with her before. She's cool.
She?
she has a partner. Boyfriend, to be precise. No. Hold on. I thought you were the one that said this wasn't really a thing, Ella. You don't have the right to get jealous. Listen here, babe. No. Doesn't happen. Either way, are we here for business or are you here just to get catty on me because I got a job? And by this point, she sort of leaned back, arms crossed. She's just staring at you across the desk again.
I mean, I'm hearing about a job. We could go in on it together. You just don't want to.
No, you're hearing about my job. Are you here for a job? Or are
Fine,
you
do you
here
have
for
another job?
business or pleasure?
Do you have another job? I could be here for pleasure, but I don't think you want that right now. I think you're mad at me.
How insightful. I think you just need to learn to keep your nose where it belongs. I said, this one's private. I'll talk to you about it. But not if you're going to get like this. You can't be
I
mad
just
at
don't
me
want
with,
you to come
cannot
back
be
with your
mad at
legs
me
broken.
for
or
who I
worse.
work with.
I just don't want you to come back with your legs broken or worse.
It's a risk of the job. You know this. You know this. How long have you been doing it for?
Long enough.
Exactly.
But we're good enough that we don't do that.
Back to my original point. Oh my god, Ella, what is this? A yo-yo? We're going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. Do you want a job or don't you want a job? Do you need a lead? Don't you?
Fine, give me a job.
Alright.
Give me a job and make sure it's weird enough for me.
Weird enough for you.
You usually send me the weird ones.
Alright. She slides over to the she's got like a stack of sort of files over on one of the side desks. Hold on a second. She flicks through. Right. Throws a manila folder down in front of you. Don't know if you'd call it weird. Everybody that's going to go pick this guy up. Look, it's just a few weird traffic infringements. Parked in places he shouldn't have been. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Too many times, like epitomization of slightly crazy Florida guy. But he's not from Florida. So they're just trying to get him to come in and pay his fines. But everyone that turns up there can't get in. If they do get in, apparently get ejected by a chute.
What the fuck?
Or turned away by a robot.
Okay,
Everybody
yeah,
walks
that's-
out and goes, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. And he gets it's landed on my desk because we're the weirdos apparently. She's got to look you up and down and go, well, at least one of us are. Hey, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Have I given us a reputation?
I think we've gotten a reputation over the years, yeah. Anyway. It's an easy job. It's a grand. I went and had a look at the place. It's just a warehouse in Bradenton.
A warehouse, huh?
Some tech supply company. Run by some weird guy from Oz. His name's Grover McGadden.
Grover. Hmm?
Yeah. He's up to about $10,000 in fines. So either get the cash or get him. I don't care which one. We get a cut.
Okay.
Cool. Need to borrow a car?
No, my sister will be giving me my car.
about for the rest of the day?
Well, if she wants to keep paying for my fucking Uber.
Well, either way, look, apparently his place of business is open 9 till 5:30. So, yeah. I can't drop
Right.
you off. I would, but I can't right now. Gotta go meet up with this other agent, other individual. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings.
Not a problem, Al. She's gonna get up, grab her gear, walk past you, give you a kiss on the top of your head. Be safe, yeah? I'll talk to you soon.
Better.
Little cabin on the beach. Give me a week. And she leaves.
Okay.
Leaving you alone in the office.
Yeah. Just gonna look through that office.
Wits investigation, please. What exactly is it you're looking for?
Any mention of this Harris or who she's working with or St. Pete? Anything to do with where she's going and who she's working with? Said it was Wits investigation?
Yes, please, because you are actively looking through the office. I will say, she took her laptop with her and it's the only computer that's usually on site. So you don't have that to go through. She travels, you know this. If she can't do her job wherever she is, she doesn't count herself as being good at her job.
I'm gonna re-roll some
Okay.
failures here. 4 successes.
4 successes. There's a couple of newspapers. Because, oddly enough, Lana does like to do things old school a bit sometimes. A couple of newspapers where there's some social, sort of, the social parts of it, where they've got little who's who being circled. A couple of nightclubs in St. Pete itself. Connection to a news article in the Tampa Bay Times from a couple of months ago about a break-in and a rise in crime in the Bradenton area, in the Sarasota, sort of edge of Bradenton, Sarasota.
Okay.
So if you actually look in our Tampa Bay Times articles, that article is one of the ones that you find where Mr. Harris was a victim of a house break-in and a potential mugging. But otherwise, not much else. Lana keeps things pretty close to chest and carries around most of her stuff with her. If it's a case that she's actively working on, she generally has most things with her.
Does she have any particular nightclubs in St. Pete that she's seems to be focusing on or anything?
No, it seems to be like about 3 or 4 different ones. There was an opening of one recently that he was at. He was seen in a photo in the background. But that's the one where there was a recent opening. That's the most recent one. Otherwise, it was all before the house arrest. So,
Okay.
yeah. Other than that, yeah.
And what was the name of that nightclub?
I will get that to you because I actually haven't got it written down in front of me. I do apologize.
Okay.
Cool. So with that information, what are you going to do, Ella? Are you going to go check out this? You're going to go home first, wait for Emery? You're going to go have a look at this guy? What are you going to do?
She will go take a quick look at this this warehouse.
So you call another Uber, charging it to Emery's card again, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So during the course of your day at the blacksmith, your phone would have pinged with payment notifications, Emery. Had you looked at them, it would be Uber charges. You can guess Ella's out and about. That's kind of going to happen. So you pull up in front of a warehouse that looks relatively normal. It's got a sign out the front. Grover McGadden. Tech supplies, tech support. What seems to be a relatively normal warehouse door. So it's, it's got the big sort of warehouse front full slide up doors on there, and then an actual single normal, what looks to be an office entry door.
Okay.
Are you going to approach it, or are you just going to stand back and watch for a bit?
Yeah, she's gonna kind of stand back and watch for a bit.
Cool. I'll get you to give me a wits and awareness, please.
What willpower do I have? Yeah. I'm gonna re-roll some.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Again?
5 successes now.
5 successes.
These 2.
Okay. So, with 5 successes, you spend an hour or two over the course of, probably from about lunchtime, 12:30 by the time you would have gotten over there, or 12:31 actually, by the time you sort of had a chat to Lana, rustled through the office, made a menace of yourself as usual, and then got the Uber over to the industrial area about 1:30. So you spent an hour or two just sort of chilling out watching. You see a few individuals walking in with what appears to be computers, like just PC towers. There's a little old lady who brings down what appears to be a very ancient laptop. They sort of walk in, walk out, no issues. Nothing really out of the ordinary. You do notice with 5 successes that the camera system above the door, so there is a security camera above the door, it is slightly more high-tech than it should be. In theory.
Okay.
It's more reminiscent of what you guys have in the safe house, but a little bit more high-tech again. Place has got pretty good surveillance. We're just going to pause you there for a second, though.
Gotcha.
William, I need you to make me a wits and investigation roll, because you have told me that you are spending your time searching for coding classes. And you want to learn how to work with coding, hacking, creating viruses, things like that. Cybernetic infiltration, I believe. Yes?
That is correct. Since he's doing this over like the period of like a day, can I make the argument for resolve?
Instead of intelligence.
Instead of wits. Yeah.
I'll let you use intelligence instead of wits. I won't let you use resolve.
Okay. I thought I might as well try.
I understand, but you'll see shortly.
I'm going to re-roll some failures.
Not a problem.
That is 4 successes on a crit.
Amazing. That is the minimum that you needed to find what I was hoping you would find. So, you sit down on that lovely mid-range computer that you have in your office. Are you doing this in your office or are you doing this at home?
Probably in his office.
Okay. The first couple of things that come up are library classes, C++, very, very basic, how to Office Word, you know, all that sort of stuff, the real basic computer skills. Few online courses, and then you see people that are teaching the online courses but in person. You know, they've done the course and now they're just getting you to sign up and trying to get a commission off you for running the course, you know, in person to help out people who are more of kinetic learners. One search pops up in particular. Hack your way into history. That's literally the name of it. Personalized coding education. You click on it, it looks like clickbait when you click on it with the title, Hack Your Way into History. It's clickbait hardcore. If you click on the website, it has got moving parts, bells and whistles. It looks like a 15-year-old that was bored created this website. It's got a little guy going, it's good, it's good, like this really ridiculous, overt. But there's a number there to call.
William's going to call the number.
Rings about 5 times. Oh. Rings about 5 times. And then goes, you just hear a voice at the other end of the line. Yeah, hi, how can I help you? You've called Magadan Enterprises. What's cracking?
Yeah, I found your number on a website. Hack your way into history.
That thing's still up? Oh my god. Oh, wait till the boys hear about this. This is unreal. I thought that would have been taken down by now. Cool. What do you need, buddy?
Well, I would like some coding classes. I've been working on some basic stuff. I did some stuff in college. It's not a big deal.
Oh, this isn't a prank call?
No.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. This is business. Shit. Yeah, hi. Okay, I'm so sorry. People don't usually call this number unless it's a prank. Cool. So, where are you? What do you need? You actually want the coding courses. This guy, I want you to give me a wits and insight, please.
Okay.
He's not talking straight at all. I need you to
I'm gonna get gagged. 6 successes on a crit.
This guy is genuinely surprised that you called and that this is legit. He's also probably under the influence of substances. But he sounds genuine. And he's trying hard to be businesslike. But he's just surprised you called, man. Look. Okay. Are you looking for the one-on-one classes, man, or are you after a group class? I haven't done the group classes for so long. Shit. Can I even talk?
I would
What?
prefer
Huh?
one-on-one, considering I don't think you're gonna. Judging from the fact that of the level of interest you have said that people have expressed, I don't think the group classes are going to be a possibility. So I would
No,
assume a more one-on-one.
I just thought that maybe you had a group. I don't know, buddy. Look, shit, have you got the gear to work on? Like, have you got a decent... You got equipment?
He looks at his computer tower. I got some decent equipment.
What do you mean by decent?
It can run Baldur's Gate.
Oh, buddy, no. Oh my god, dude, how do people live like... Okay, look, shit, can you drive?
I can drive.
Good, because I can't. I'm gonna give you an address. Do you reckon you could turn up there at like, I don't know, like 3 o'clock?
Yeah, sure, I can turn up there around like 3 o'clock.
Sweet! Absolutely wicked! Nice! Okay, and he rattles off an address and an industrial estate.
Okay.
Be there at 3, man. I'll think about what it's gonna cost. Oh, shit. Fuck. $100 or less. And how does that sound? Does that work? That work okay?
That works great for me.
Cool. I'm also gonna need a large pepperoni pizza.
I can get you a large pepperoni pizza.
Fuck yes. Sweet. Awesome. I'll see you at 3. Thanks, man. Bye. Tunk. And you realize he never got your name.
He'll know me by the pepperoni pizza. Well, I'm just going to run a malware software on my computer really quickly.
That's a good idea. A basic malware doesn't bring anything up.
Okay. Huh. Not even a Trojan.
No.
Huh. Well, $100. For $100, it should be fine.
So, do you aim to get to the address at about 3 o'clock?
He aims to get to the address at about 3 o'clock, and he's bringing 2 pepperoni pizzas because he's feeling nice.
Not a problem. So, as I'm sure you can guess what's about to happen, Ella.
Mm-hmm.
You notice, because William drives. He owns,
Yeah.
what, about a mid-range vehicle, I believe?
He drives a Prius.
You see, with your lovely 5 successes, a Prius pull up. And you see a very familiar face getting out of the Prius, retrieving 2 large pizzas, and preparing to walk in. What are you going to do?
God. Oh my god. I'm gonna stop him at his car. William, what are you doing here? What is with the pizza? What are you doing here?
William,
I'm taking coding class.
you literally go to get out of your vehicle and Ella's just there.
God,
I'm coming.
No. Not. Oh. You're taking coding classes from who?
I've got a
McGarry?
pizza date. We can talk about this later.
No, we need to talk about this now. Who are you taking coding classes from?
I told him I'd be here at 3. And
What is
you're
the-
taking up some time that I could be learning how to code.
Why are you learning how to code?
Don't you think that might be useful?
Yeah, okay. Is the guy you're learning from, is it McGannon?
That's the name, right?
Yep.
He's gonna look Ella directly in the eyes. No.
Okay, I want to use my insight with my specialty, discerning lies.
Not a problem. Go for it. Make me a manipulation subterfuge, please. If you're actually trying to lie, or are you just being a smartass? Which one are you doing here?
He's really just being a smartass, but we'll see if this sells.
Okay, so if you want to make a manipulation subterfuge, be my guest.
I got 2 successes. That's the maximum amount I can.
I beat you.
What did you get, Ella?
3.
He's lying.
You're not telling me the truth. He is not a good person.
And neither are we. So,
Okay, well, he is interviewed. He's literally... I'm supposed to bring him in on bail. On bail bond, so...
and that makes him a bad person how? We live in a corrupt and unjust system?
Would you like money to do what you need to do?
I have money.
Oh my god, dude, and you've got pizza! You turn around, and there's this 6'2", scrawny looking dude, real shaggy haircut. You're the dude that rang up early. You've got the pizza? Wicked!
I brought you 2 pizzas.
Oh my god. Have you got another student? So it is a group. There's 2 of you.
No, she's gonna stay out here.
But more pizza for me, man. So what are you doing here? And he's gonna look directly at Ella. Did you bring the pizza? Or was that him? Are you his girlfriend? Dude, she's nice. Nice
William's
work,
gonna
buddy.
look like he's gonna say something, and then he's just gonna shut his mouth.
Ella's going to look... Oh, I'll take a coding class.
Cool! Awesome! Come on in! And he's just gonna wave you guys up, get you to follow him in.
William's gonna shoot Ella a stare, like...
And
You're...
she's gonna stare at him back.
I'm learning to code from this man. We can't take him in until it's done. I want to learn how to do computer stuff, Ella.
How loud are you saying this?
Not loud at all. My idea was that it was more like a visual, like, do thing at all. But it's not, obviously not visual because I started speaking because that's what I do. Well, I guess we do know ASL.
But you specifically said you guys were talking.
Yeah.
Ella's just gonna use ASL and say, I want to get inside and see what it looks like inside.
Okay. So you guys walk in, and it looks sort of like a pretty normal office. You know, when you walk in any of these sort of warehouses, there's like, you know, the actual, like the front reception desk, there's a door out the back, there's another door to the side, to the side, which looks like sort of would go through to where the warehouse, the big sort of actual shed doors are. And he sort of looks at the pair of you and goes, come on. I'll show you where the fun stuff is. And he opens up that side door into the warehouse and walks in. You guys follow him?
Absolutely.
William is too excited not to.
Wits awareness from both of you, please.
We're gonna die.
Ooh,
5 successes!
Oh, 3. I thought that was me.
The first thing that hits you is that lovely ambient smell. Smoke. Illegal substances, take of as you wish. Actually, correct me, I don't know if it is legal in Florida or not. I should probably look that up a bit sooner. But either way, pot smoke hits you in the face, guys. It is dark, neon green LED strips around the place. It looks like a gamer's den as you walk in. There's this amazing big couch along the wall. And it looks so comfy. Like, it looks like one of those big lounges you can just sink into. And the rug in front of it is this big, thick, plush pile carpet. Like, lose half your feet in it. And it's odd, but even with the lighting and everything, you look around, there's a huge projector screen on the wall. And nearly any console you can think of. William, there's also a little robot as you walked in down to your left that's now following and tracking you. Both of you. Doesn't look threatening. Looks like a little LED version of Wall-E, almost. And he turns around and he's like, Grover sort of turns and said, Mikasa Sukasa? What you think of the setup, guys? It's kind of cool, huh? He gestures to a coffee table. He's like, pizza's down there, buddy.
It's quite the place.
He's going to gesture to a single-seater chair that's off to the side for Alan. Right there for you, darling.
She'll sit down and she'll kind of take in the room and see if she sees any cameras like hidden in corners like she saw outside.
With a 3 for your wits and awareness, you do notice a couple of cameras that are fairly evident and obvious. And he sort of sits down. Have you put the pizzas down on the table?
William has put the pizzas down on the table.
He will open up one of the boxes. Pick up a slice and then look at Ella and go, so where are you bringing me to?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not a fan of going places I don't like going. You said something about bringing me in outside. Bringing me
I
where?
didn't say that, he did.
Oh, that was you. Whew. Buddy, you're not supposed to pick up on what your girlfriend sounds like. I know, like, partners end up looking the same, but come on.
I did not say any such thing.
I get it. So what do you want to learn anyway, buddy?
I was here for a coding class. You should kick her out.
Rude.
Why should I kick her out?
Because she's not here for a coding class.
You're right, I'm the pretty one.
I thought he was a pretty one. Well, if you're not here for a coding class, what are you here for?
Look, I'm here for a conversation.
Hi, I'm Grover. The good start?
Nice to meet you, Grover.
And he's just looking at you.
He's right, I'm not here for a coding class. You've probably met a few of my colleagues. Might have chased a few of them out.
Yup. Oh, you're here for the money. All right.
Either the money or, something. Yeah.
Not doing his job?
Not doing whose job?
Don't worry about it. You found another nerd, man. It's cool. Anyway, look, as much fun as it is tossing these guys out, Buster's getting sick. I had to repair him last time. And you feel a little shift at the edge of your chair. There's a little robot lifting the side of the chair up and starting to drag it.
That's the robot they talked to?
That's one of them. What do I owe him? No one ever actually had a conversation with me. They just came in here and got all grumpy and physical and come with me or if you want to live. I went, what are they, Arnie? What the hell?
Even though you have like 10K in fines, right?
Is that all? Hold on. Is that what this is all about? Legit.
Yeah.
He stands up, he walks out. He comes back with a stack of bills and just goes, I should do it.
He looks at it. Does it look like it could be about 10K in cash? Holy shit.
No one ever told me what it was for, man. Anyway, so you want to learn the code, you can fuck off now.
Yeah, I probably can. William, you good?
I'm great.
William,
This seems like it resolved for the better for everyone.
Yeah, just watch out for the little robot, I think.
This thing? He's adorable.
Do you
Waves at
see
you.
my chair?
It just lifts up one little hand and waves, puts the chair down.
That really does seem like a you problem, not a me problem. I'm friendly to the little robot.
Well, yeah. She always has her bag in it with like all of her stuff. And the thing that we mentioned in my private chat. So she's gonna hide the money in there. If it doesn't come out to what the amount that we need, I will come back and we'll have another conversation.
I think I'd like that. You're alright. You seem pretty cool.
I usually try to be pretty chill. Unless, it does.
Oh my god, dude, have you totally seen that new movie that's coming out? And he just completely disregards you and turns to William. He's like, so there's this really cool new movie coming out. Crap, I can't remember what it's called.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. He's bored. He's flipped to William. Says, alright. Yeah, buddy, anyway, and so Ella, do you actually leave?
Yeah. She got what she needed.
Not a problem. After Ella walks out, Grover's sort of got to turn to William, just be like, do you always bring people who want money with you when you come to classes?
I didn't bring her here. I don't know if she followed me or if she was already here.
But she was with you.
I do know her, though.
All right.
With me's a strong word. We are acquaintances who have occasionally done some research together.
Right.
Not in that way.
Okay. Awesome. Well, either way, we're going to start with, and he sort of sits you down, and he pulls out from like a storage section underneath the couch two absolute top of the line looking laptops. Opens them up, whacks him on the coffee table. Let's go, buddy. Let's get started. And he spends probably the next couple of hours flittering between actually talking through coding with you and talking about pop culture references and then talking about gaming. There's probably a few times you definitely have to redirect him back onto task because he sort of ponders off. But yeah, you definitely have made a start on your coding. And Ella, you picked up the 10K, but not the guy. So I'm guessing you would probably head back to your place by now?
Well, I would have to take care of the money first.
You know where to go to drop all that off and put in all the information. So you go and resolve all of that. We're going to go ahead and take a really quick break before we all meet up at the cell again. So everybody go grab a drink, take 5, and we'll talk to you soon. Welcome back. I hope you guys feel rested after the break. I know our hunters have taken a couple of moments to compose themselves after the chaos of all of their weekly activities. We are going to very quickly cross back to the Bishop Museum. We're on a Monday evening. Afternoon. 3:30 in the afternoon. William, you are in your office with your remarkably updated laptop. What is it that you're actually doing?
So William right now is attempting his, because I'm assuming usually with especially hacking lessons, which is specifically what they're doing, they probably started with basic Trojans first, so he's working on building a basic Trojan.
Grover probably would have given you a website and would be giving you activities to do on the website. If you're building a Trojan, or just doing some basic coding, basically, I'm going to get you to give me an intelligence technology roll, please.
Okey-dokey.
As you get to the 4th question, and it's asking you for a stop code, which is essentially what will stop a Trojan. It's asking you for a stop code.
Can I spend a willpower on this?
Yes, you can.
5 successes.
Which is perfect, because as the computer starts to slowly freeze, there is a flashing light that pops up on the website and it's yelling and screaming at you. And then you just hear Grover's voice coming out of the computer going, "You better hurry up, buddy. It's going to eat your stuff." You get the stop code in time and goes, "Ah, damn, no fun for me. Good job, dude." Like, this guy's corny as shit. But that's what's coming out of... And so Ella and Emery, as you guys walk into the museum, walk in the doors, you hear... Ella, you'd recognize the voice. "Good job, dude!" Coming out of William's laptop. Well, you might have a little bit of sweat on the brow, because that was like, what? It was actually going to affect the laptop? Shit.
Whew.
Was that really his voice?
It was a recording of his voice.
Coming out of your computer.
Uh-huh. This is totally normal. This is like, you can do this with a microphone. Ella. This isn't magic.
I cocked my gun at William.
Because she would have relayed everything to Emery before they got there about what had happened.
Emery, are you going to murder me over learning to hack?
I just want to ask some questions.
What
That's all.
questions do you want to...
Why are you learning the code?
She's already told you where I'm learning to code.
No, I said why, not where.
Because I feel like me being able to code will be very helpful in our endeavors.
Who are you trying to hack?
Not any one of you, unless you
Who are
become
you
like
trying
a
to
major...
hack?
Not any one of you, unless you become like a major threat.
I pull my gun up in front of him. Who are you trying to hack?
Have you left the screen open, William?
William has left the screen open.
Emery, are you going to look at the screen?
Sure.
It looks like an elementary school, test. Where the teachers tried to make it fun.
I don't think he's trying to hack anybody yet.
Who are you planning? Why do you want to hack so badly?
Wouldn't it be great if we could access security camera footage without needing to go through the proper channels?
We can already do that.
No, we can't. Not anywhere.
Okay. Why you?
Because I'm good with technology generally.
Are you?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
I've done research my entire life. I
Research
literally
is different from learning to hack and doing tech things. But anyway,
I literally used a centrifuge over there. That's
I don't know what
technology.
that is.
I can tell.
You're still avoiding the question, my dude.
As you guys are having this conversation, Victor, you bring up the rear end of this. William's office is getting a little bit crowded at this point. Emery has a gun pointed at William again.
I'll stop avoiding the question.
Just-
Victor!
Yeah, we can see you from outside, Emory.
I hold my hand up in a stop motion to Victor.
That's you can fit him inside.
Fine. We'll bring it inside. And
Yeah.
Ella
yeah.
pushes William inside the door more.
What did you do, William, again?
I didn't do anything. They are just aggressive for no logical reason. We're
I would
friends.
like to tackle William and put him into a chokehold, please.
Okay, so if you want to tackle him, I'm going to get you to make me a strength and brawl, please. William, give me a dex athletics to sneak out the way. Or are you just going to submit and let Emery tackle you to the rug? I mean, look, the rug's your friend at this point, but still.
We're gonna let Emery tackle him to the rug.
You don't need to roll then, unless you absolutely want to. Because he's just
Nah.
going to go, all right.
All right. All right.
I release.
Nick,
I don't like.
I was going to say, Nick, this is about where you walk in. Emery's sort of over top of William on the ground. Victor and Ella are just like, what? So you walk into this scene. Please continue.
Nick is
William.
already sick of Emery's shit, so he's just walking right on through to the safe house.
William, as you were saying, sorry.
I don't like any information being hidden from me. I like to be able to know as much as possible. That's why I want to. I'm not specifically thinking I'm going to hack anyone. Maybe Robert, probably Robert, may have already sent us a few spam emails to Robert.
Okay.
But
that might have been funny.
But at the moment, no one in specific except for Robert.
Fair enough. That's all I was asking. Thank you.
Can I get up now, or am I going to get tackled again?
You're good.
For now.
So, Nick, you've already walked through. William, the rug's comfy at least. It's a bonus. Pay good money for that rug. It's a good rug. Nick, because you've walked in already, there is a manila folder on the table.
He's gonna open it and read it before Ella can tell him no and point a gun at him.
Does it say Nick on it?
Doesn't have a name.
Is
on it.
anyone's name on it? It's an unaddressed envelope. He, as far as Nick is concerned, he is a part of this cell. He's gonna open it and start reading it because y'all just want to goof off.
So you guys, as you walk in, Nick has emptied this envelope and is going through some documents. The front page is a letter. Just a brief one. A few interesting things have popped up. Thought you might be curious. Could do with some on the ground. Could do with an on the ground viewpoint. If you wouldn't mind checking it out and letting me know what you find. And it's just signed Sally. P.S.
Just Nicholas.
Just P.S. Tell Victor I'll call him in 3 days. That's it.
gonna call back out because he didn't shut the door to the safe house in case anyone came right behind him. He's gonna be like, anybody know a Sally?
I'm coming. Just I'm pushing everybody. I'm going. Me. It's me. Wow.
Here you go. He doesn't say anything. He just hands her the letter. Hands him the letter.
Take the letter. Look at it.
Same thing.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Have you finished here? Can we move on?
Are you talking to Dick? Who are you talking to?
Are you turning around and talking about
Yeah. I'm going back out. Sorry, I didn't say. I'm going back out. Let's go. Let's go inside now. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
When Victor goes back out to grab the Three Stooges, Nicholas is looking through the rest of the, guess what would be like a dossier, maybe?
Yeah.
Perhaps?
So it has some information on a bar downtown. Few financials on it. A building plan. So actually giving you the plan of the building. And a couple of newspaper clippings that sort of relate to an increase in drinks being spiked at this particular location. And then it contains a couple of death certificates, mortuary notes regarding 2 particular deaths in the last 6 months, where the last place they were seen was at this bar.
What were the
Lovely.
people's names?
It doesn't contain their names at this point in time. It just has, it seems redacted, like it's been removed for privacy, potentially at the request of their family. Both individuals were mid-20 males. Both found in a park. Both found laying on their back with their hands like that over their belly button, seemingly asleep, but they weren't asleep.
Is the cause of death listed?
Heart attack. Tox screens come back positive.
For what?
We're going to say, for the purposes of the viewers at home, party drugs. Not to overdose level though. They both had a history of anemia.
Anemia?
Anemia.
Okay.
On that note, we're going to leave you guys with this little mystery to work on over the week. And assume that this is potentially your new job. So everybody will spend the week working on figuring out maybe what's going on here. Thank you everyone for watching yet again. St. Pete by Night, everyone on all socials. Tune in next week to figure out what's going on at the nightclub.